like know you would be willing to do this each and every time?
I guess I just never really questioned him about it, so he always just came up to me.
And what kind of products is he buying?
Medicine, like medical, like allergy medicine, anything like that.
And is it always the same type of products?
Yes.
And does he say what he's doing with these products?
I think he resells them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he does.
What makes you think that?
I mean, sometimes when I'm on a register, he does tax exempt, and sometimes tax exempt, they resell the product that they buy here.
Okay.
If not, it's for his own personal use, for like his store or something like that.
Okay. And tax exempt, what does he do to do tax exempt?
It's just that he doesn't have to pay tax on stuff that he buys.
But does he show you something to do that?
No, it's already on his card.
Okay, for his membership card?
Yeah, his membership card.
Listen, if they got BJ's for $66,000 and he's over here reselling that shit, my boy over there eating. I'm kind of pissed off that she wasn't getting no exchange, like nothing. You wasn't getting no dick or nothing. You wasn't dickmatized. You wasn't saying, oh, you know, you're a bigger girl. I don't know. You might be having a little self-esteem issues. I don't know. You shouldn't. Big girl, get the real look. Yo, what's poppin', GE? Gang, it's your boy Booster. We are back, man. Listen, we back with another banger reaction video. Today is what? Saturday. Oh, Saturday. Oh, you guys are coming to hang out with us on Twitch tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're going on Twitch. I think 8 or 9. 8 or 9. I think 9. I don't know. We're going on Twitch tonight for about 3 hours, okay? Come hang out with us. That way you get more time with us instead of this little 20, 30 minutes here on the videos. Come hang out with us, man. It's the weekend. If you ain't going out tonight, if you ain't going to get no from your man, if you ain't going to get no from your woman, and you're going to be twinkle toesling yourself in the sheeteries, come hang out with us. You feel me? I will leave the link down in the first pinned comment below. Also, head up to GLAvibes.com. We just dropped like 7 new shirts and 2 new hoodies. Tap in, go grab that. But it's Saturday, man. We about to get into some more BS. You know, people be on their meepers be hella lowery. So we about to tap into a video I got sent. $66,000 coupon scheme. How a cashier, how a cashier and club member defraud, BJ's for 6 months. Yikes. With the federal? I don't know. We're going to tap into that, though. $66,000, and you still working there? What are you doing? Like, they caught you at the jobbery? Like, this looked like the inside of the casino right here. This don't look like no jail. Lady, you got to be crazy, because that looked like you right here in the middle. Big old bear type, okay? We're going to tap into this video, man. But first, before we get into this, we're going to check in our people's meepers to make sure we're straight to be able to handle some good roasteries like this, okay? Get down in the comment section, 1 through 10. Let me know how you're doing mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically, and most important, physically. It's like, run it back. Let me know how you're doing mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically, psychologically, and most importantly, spiritually. Tap down in the comment section, man. You know tomorrow's Sunday. So hopefully wake up on the meepers on 10. And on top of it being Sunday, to all my people that's down with the Eastery and going to be hiding the eggs and putting little dollars and the $5 in there for the grandkids and the kids, shout out to you. It's Sunday. You can't come no less than a 10 on a Sunday and on the Easter Sunday. Make sure you got your yellow sundress on, because, we'll be some peekaboo type. I see you type stuff. I'm just joking, okay? Let's get to the video and see what's going on. $66,000 ain't nothing to play around with, okay? That's a little bit of serious cashery. What you do with it is the question.
On May 3rd, 2023, Boynton Beach Police Department responded to BJ's Wholesale Club to investigate a 6-month, $66,000 coupon fraud scheme.
Damn.
A store cashier and a club member had allegedly colluded to exploit the store's coupon override system, turning hundreds of dollars in merchandise into $40 checkouts. This footage raises 3 core legal questions. Was the Miranda advisement valid? Were the resulting statements admissible? And does the evidence support felony charges under Florida law?
Florida. I should have known.
Pickup truck.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
That's still the BJ.
So,
I have a question for you. So we tried to get a detective here today, but they sent an officer. So we have a $66,000.
It has to go through an officer. I have to take the initial report, and if a sergeant looks at the case and feels it needs to go to a detective, then it'll be assigned here.
So I have a question for you. We have all the data, but we're going to interview the team member tomorrow because we need her to admit collusion because she's working with a specific member that we want to file charges for, but we need to talk to the team member first. So she's in tomorrow, but I want to coordinate it where...
Yeah, the only thing, I've had a case like this where they tried to coordinate it with me specifically, and we got so busy that day that we had like a shooting over here that there was no way I can be there, and they interviewed that person without me. So I don't know how you guys, it's just hard to say yes I can be here at a certain time or no I can't. That's the only thing I have with, the only issue I have with that.
But here's my question.
The person's not here now?
No. Well, that's why we wanted you to come. Like, we have everything.
Yeah.
Although the $66,000 is an accumulation since November, we only have archive video starting March 3rd. Well, my question, it's a complete felony already. Like, that surpassed that. Even from what we have on video versus the total case value. The total case value is like $67,000. But we can prove, like, probably half of that because we only have archive till March.
Yeah, I mean, I have to obviously look at the video, and if, everything adds up and it goes to the state attorney and they feel like this is a solid enough case, then they would, go through.
You guys would arrest if she admits already tomorrow anyway.
Well, the thing is, like, I have to be able to read her Miranda rights. Like, I just can't.
No, I get that.
Like, all
but
that
I'm
stuff,
just saying, we have all the paperwork. Like, this is a significant
I might
amount
not. I'm going to tell you, I might not arrest. It might not even be me, but I might not arrest that person right away, and I might file charges with the state attorney.
Really, for that much? For
4770 North Congress.
Well, like I said, I have to take the initial report, and if this.
Lady, shut up. You acting like it's your $67,000 for 60s. They didn't take it out your pocket. I'm just joking. And listen, stealing is stealing. We don't know. I'm just saying, like, I know some people love their jobberies. Y'all gonna be probably mad at me. Some people love their jobberies. I'm just like, man, listen, I got a job to do. Here's what happened. Handle it accordingly. I'm going back to my jobbery. You know what I'm saying? You too much involved. Like, she stole out your direct coach purse over there, whatever that purse is. Like, I'm saying it's a job. People, you gonna take this woman down, and it doesn't, you gonna get fired because they downsizing. Then what? You do super coppery or super manager for no reason. So don't pay me no attention. I'm just saying that's just how she's talking. I just have to give y'all my 2 cents. Y'all might feel differently when I feel. I'll just point out some shit.
If we can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it was this person, a detective probably has to take a deeper dive into it, because I can only do so much.
So what do you recommend? Because I am looking for an arrest tomorrow. I mean,
That's not really. That's not up to you.
No, but
I mean, yeah, you know, BJ's is the victim, and you guys want
Hello.
to press charges, and I have to look at the video. I have to look at all the evidence and write the initial report, and the sergeant has to look at it, and then we go from there.
Okay. We just recommend the
taking it personal like she owned BJ's.
Call you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, officer.
Because I have to.
Just the only thing is, like, you see how long it took me to get. It kind of took me a while to get here today. Number one, Raising Cane's is insane over there. So it took me 20 minutes
Shout out
just
to
to get
Raising
in here.
Cane's, even though they got no
The only thing
seats.
about waiting tomorrow is if she's here and we can't get here.
Wow.
That's the only thing I worry about, because it happened to me with Walmart. He was there, and they didn't read him his Miranda rights, and he wrote some sort of like weird letter that was very vague. So I don't know what, it went to the state attorney. I just don't know what's going to happen with it because I wasn't there.
So you have to be a part of the interview?
I mean, I have to be able to read her Miranda rights, and hear and have her confess it to me on body cam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. She's here at 9. I'm anticipating you guys aren't as crazy during the morning.
I don't know. I can't make a promise. Like, I can do the initial report, and then, we can try to be here tomorrow for the interview, or you could, it's up to you. It's whatever you guys want to do or feel comfortable with.
I mean, well, I'll have everything lined up for you.
Yeah,
Like,
I would need copies. I need copies of the video.
we have all of it. We have all the receipts, we have all the videos, we have what we have, and I can break it down for you when it started, what the amount is that we have to deal with for.
I think she just mad she didn't get none of that 66,000. I think she's mad that she wasn't smart enough to defraud them for 66,000 over 6 months or longer. She said since November, but they only got it since March. I think she's pissed off that she couldn't go buy no more of those baggeries and get her nail done with the little gold rings. Listen, I just think that's why she's mad, because she's taking it a little bit too personal. Even the officer called her out on it, and I seen it before the officer. Thank you. I got the glasses on for nothing. I'm kind of a little bit smart. Okay, it's like I think I'm a little bit jaded because having jobs, I know we all feel like, and we all know at this point, jobs don't give two shits about you. That's just a fact. So the fact that you try to be a super manager or a super employee, and it gets you nowhere, but except for more work. I'm not coming here to be a super nothing except for a super money and my super benefits. I don't care, bro. I've worked at jobs too much to know that you can be the most on time as motherfucker. You can be the most, I'll do anything you want, and guess what it's gonna get you? Nothing. Fired the next day. We're downsizing. Motherfucker call you and fire you over email. So just go there and do your job. I think I'm just jaded. Maybe it's just me. I'm just jaded because I know how it really go. Employers really don't care about you, not even a little bit. It's a business. Okay? Everybody can go. Maybe even you. Simple. So maybe I'm jaded. But I'm just calling it how I see it. That lady, just do your job. Get back to your regular scheduled program. Give them the thing and let them do. I want her arrested tomorrow. Well, you not the fucking officer. They got a whole protocol they got to do. Rate her mental rights. They got to take a statement from her. They got to go look at this and do that. Damn, you just want to go. Okay, you guys can already tell I'm a little bit annoyed. Just a little bit, just off the little shit I seen in there. We ain't even met the girl that stole the shit yet.
Is it cash or show you?
Across the street, 1020.
All the receipts have similar
43.
readings, right? So there is a specific number that's been coming here and going to a specific cashier. Mm-hmm. He goes particularly to self-checkout, and she's discounting all his purchases. So keep in mind, this is a $1,200 sale, and the member is paying that amount. Mm-hmm. So
what is it?
Coupons, you see these overrides, they're overridden by that specific cashier, and he only goes to her. We've looked at his membership, we looked at his sales. All of these are manually entered. So she's discounting that.
So she doesn't need a manager to take that kind of amount of money?
She doesn't, because she's a self-checkout attendant, and those cards, to override them at self-checkout, she has access to.
I guess BJ should look at that policy. Yeah. Okay. So how do you know it's that specific cashier at that specific moment?
We pulled all the videos for all these transactions.
Okay. So you wanna watch here? Nice. And then who's the member? Do you have their information?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, this would probably have to go to a detective. So it's just the amount of money.
But even if you're there, or somebody, an officer is there, and she admits to it, then at that point, can you still make an arrest if you do the Miranda?
As long as everything, I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So again,
But I can't promise you someone can be here when you want us to be here.
No, I get that. So this is the most recent one, which is yesterday.
4.
Who am I looking at?
So that's the cashier.
Which lady?
This one.
Face your camera footage.
And that's the member, the guy in the blue?
Correct. Why is your thing pixelating all of a sudden?
You tapped on it with your fake nail, woman.
Seems like we're in full screen.
Just leave it there. You're playing?
Pixelation.
Pixelating all of a sudden. Yeah, I need to play it on my...
Call holding for membership. 4. 0.
You sold 66,000 and y'all ain't got good cameras. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I don't know why your stuff's pixelating. So that's her. This is the member.
So that's the one and only member that she does this for?
Correct.
And you guys have looked through all the transactions?
Yes. There's a pattern. It's him and her. Since November. And she does the exact same thing because all the receipts show the same thing.
And at the end of the night, does someone have to tally up the coupons or anything like that?
So we no longer actually tally up the coupons. They just go automatically into a bag. It doesn't get.
So it doesn't have to match against.
goes back to white Mercedes convertible out of Palm Beach.
We don't do a physical validation.
And does she have a sign-in number to
She
a
does.
register?
Correct, and that's her number.
The 540 number.
So in certain cases, like for this example, she's on a register.
Right.
But in some cases, majority of the time, it's at self-checkout, which has a different...
What day is this that we're looking at?
Yesterday. This is just the most recent one.
And then where's yesterday's paper?
Right here.
So does she actually have a paper coupon? Like, does he hand her paper coupons or how?
You'll see. So what he does, he hands her coupons on the corner there. She doesn't even look at them, and she just keys in. You'll see her keying in, which you'll see. When you see her keying in, this is what you're seeing. Is all this amount.
She just can put any amount in?
Pretty much, and
That's crazy that there was.
and she's overriding it herself because you see this manager override.
Is she a manager?
No.
Does every employee have access to do that? A manager override?
Any cashier, but their ID is tied to themselves only.
Sound like y'all got a flaw in your system, and she found it and exploited it. So you might want to thank her.
Self-checkout or at a register, that's exactly what you see. It's the exact same video that you see. It's just in different spots. She's just keying it in. So, like right now, right? You see how he's handing her coupons? Look at her typing it in, right? When you see her typing in and scan, the scan is the override. So she's just keying in coupons for the guy.
What is she scanning though? Oh, like
her card
Okay.
to do the override. So you see how she just continuously key, scan. Each time she's keying and scanning, she's overriding and manually entering in a coupon. He puts a pile of coupons there, but she doesn't even look at them.
How come this wasn't caught any sooner?
So we've determined an issue with our exception-based reporting. It's a technical thing where it's what tender type she used. Instead of it being vendor coupon, she used a type B, and it's like it's like just a slight adjustment on the exception-based reporting that it didn't catch it.
So like some sort of glitch?
It wasn't a glitch. It's how we created the report.
It's a flaw.
We just needed to make one minor adjustment to put it as coupon as a tender. We just put coupon usage, but we didn't put it as a tender. And how she...
Can I say this? I think this lady's really just mad that she made a fool of them. Pretty much, because there's a flaw in their whole system. Even the officers noticed it. Why wasn't this caught on? Oh, why is this? It sounds like, yeah, it's a flaw in your system. And y'all think you mad she just found a flaw and she exploited it. And I think you're mad. Not us. What? What? She might be saving y'all millions down the line, okay? Wrap this shit up, okay? Gotta go talk to the lady, because now I want to hear her story.
Process it as a tender, so that's why.
So how was this caught then?
So what finance does, because we send all this data that goes through the POS, gets validated by finance at the corporate office. So type B coupons are coupons that are from BJ's Wholesale Club. So
those little books?
No, it's a special type. It's not the ones in the books. So what those are is so finance reconciles these because these come from BJ's. It's a separate type of coupon. They're not in the book. They're like, wait a minute, how can Boynton Beach have like 1,000 of these $1,000 in a week, more than 1,000 worth of these type of coupons, and we send them the coupons, so they reconcile it. So when they looked at that, they saw a pattern every single week. This is the only club that has a significant amount of type B coupons.
And she's not removing any money out of the register?
Nope.
Then what was that thing that you just handed her?
A gift card.
A gift card.
545 Rock Congress.
Yep. But it's him every time and her.
Do you guys have another chair? I need to sit down. I need to write your information.
Officers learned the employee wasn't due back until the next day, so they set a plan, ready to catch her in the act. The plan was simple: wait and watch.
Is there a room that we can speak to her?
Alone?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys.
You ain't got nobody. I know you mad.
The coupon
Oh,
from
you
the
got
couch
all
from today.
backery.
Lindsay used to.
Yeah.
Do you have
You guys need it? I'll just do it.
Miranda?
She knows she's gonna go around.
Yeah, I'll
Huh? No, I didn't, because they were talking on.
Miranda, Detective Langer, Point Beach Police Department. How are you? My partner, Detective Rivera. So, before we get started, I'm just going to read you your Miranda, okay? I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent, not to answer any questions. Any statements you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before making any statements and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any question. If at any time during this interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. You can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand those? Do you have any questions over any of them? Read those two. It's not working.
Thank you.
And you're employed here at BJ's, correct? And about how long have you been working here?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. And what is your position that you're primarily done here at BJ's?
I do cashiering and then I also do self-checkout.
Okay. And what does that entail?
Self-checkout is just like when they want to do their
These young the calls. We haven't heard anything
Okay.
back.
And what are your responsibilities with that?
just help customers and ensure.
Okay. All right. Do you know why we're here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're listening.
Can, in your own words, explain to me why we're here.
I'm basically going to be charged for fraud or assisting with fraud.
Okay. Why do you feel that? Why do you think that?
Because I helped someone basically steal from BJ's $2,000.
Sure, Cindy, go ahead.
Okay. Can you explain to me in greater detail how this is?
Oh, sorry.
Like, how long has this been going on? Like, when did this start?
I would say it started last year around November-ish. The guy approached me and asked me if I could input his coupons, and I said okay. I didn't think it would be a recurring thing, but it ended up being a recurring thing. And personally, I didn't know how to approach my managers and ask for help to ensure this customer would stay away. But
Okay. So, you said back in November.
yeah, I mean around that time. I'm not 100% sure what day.
Okay. Now it's 2022.
Yes.
And where were you at? The person, what's his name?
I don't even know his name.
You don't know his name?
No.
What does he look like?
White male, say around maybe his 50s, late 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, where you
His
cut out
grayish
what you
hair,
did
a
with
little
tag
bit of a
tonight.
beard. So much something.
Florida Yankee 39, India, India Echo, Y39, IIE, off Blue
Okay.
Boston.
And
Yeah, where?
so where were you at in the store when you first
I was
approached
at
him?
something.
Okay. And how does this happen? How does he come up to you? What takes
Well,
place?
at first he was like this, my coupons are not going through, like I need help. And I was like, okay, so I just did them because that's what I'm used to. Like if someone has a problem with the coupon, I make sure the coupon, they have the actual physical item, and then I input the coupon.
Okay. And so what happened with this instance? That the first one back in November.
I just inputted his coupons and made sure he had the correct items, and he just told me the prices of how many coupons he had.
Okay. So he told you the prices.
Yes.
So what type of coupons were you like? Were they paper coupons you were scanning in, or how did you do it?
Well, for self-checkout, when we do like physical overrides, anything over $10, we have to make sure that they have the coupon, and we scan our override card and put it in.
Okay. And how many coupons is a person allowed to use?
I mean, I was told they can use as long as they have the physical item and the amount that you can put in it.
Okay. So as long as they have the item, they can use how many coupons per item?
Yes, it's one coupon per item.
Okay. And so So he would just tell you how many to put in?
He would tell me like how much to put in, like $90, $50.
Okay. And did you verify that all the product was there and he had each coupon for each product?
I would look just for the product and the coupon. I didn't see how many coupons he was giving me.
You didn't verify?
No.
Okay. Did you know like that what you were doing was wrong?
I did. I just didn't know how to approach it the right way.
Okay. So how did he know when you were working to come in?
Sometimes he would walk in the front door and sometimes I'd be at the front door. So then he would wait until I was back at my, by where I was. If not, then he would be waiting by the bathroom.
Okay. Did he ever ask you for your schedule to know what days of the week you were here?
No.
Okay. Did you ever communicate with him outside of here?
No. I don't even know who he is, to be honest with you.
Okay. You never got curious and looked him up in your membership?
No.
You never looked at his membership card to see who he was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many times do you think you've done this? Like, how often does this occur?
I mean, when I'm working, it's like at least 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times?
A day.
A
like
day?
When I'm working.
So they'll come in 3 times a day?
Yes, they'll come at like different separate times.
Okay. And what does he say to you when you're doing this?
He just says, hello, I'm ready for my coupons. And then,
Okay. And he's never once offered you anything in exchange?
No.
Never, did he ever give you any type of a gift in exchange? Just saying, hey, thanks for always helping me out?
No.
Did he ever, I mean, I'm trying to understand, like, how did he, like, know that you would be willing to do this each and every time?
I guess I just never really questioned him about it, so he always just came up to me.
And what kind of products is he buying?
Medicine, like medical, like allergy medicine, anything like that.
And is it always the same type of products?
Yes.
And does he say what he's doing with these products?
I think he resells them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he does.
What makes you think that?
I mean, sometimes when I'm on a register, he does tax exempt, and sometimes tax exempt, they resell the product that they buy here.
Okay.
If not, it's for his own personal use, for like his store or something like that.
Okay. And tax exempt, what does he do to do tax exempt?
It's just that he doesn't have to pay tax on stuff that he buys.
But does he show you something to do that?
No, it's already on his card.
Okay, for his membership card?
Yeah, his membership card.
Listen, if they got BJ's for $66,000 and he's over here reselling that shit, my boy over there eating. I'm kind of pissed off that she wasn't getting no exchange, like nothing. You wasn't getting no dick or nothing. You wasn't dickmatized. You wasn't saying, oh, you know, you're a bigger girl. I don't know. You might be having a little self-esteem issues. I don't know. You shouldn't. Big girl, get the real look. It's off subject. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? You didn't get no kickback at all? Like, he's getting all of... I will say that doesn't make any sense, baby. Like, we got to be a little smarter. You said you didn't know how to approach your managers. You just didn't go tell. All right, cool. But you telling me this man just came up to you and you didn't question nothing? You didn't say, hey, while I'm doing this, what is your name, sir? Like, I want to, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to do this, I at least want to know your name. Nothing? Hey, if I'm going to keep doing this, listen, you know, because you ain't going to tell me because you want this and you tax exempt. We can make this work. Listen, give me 20% of whatever you got going on. Boom, boom, boom. We could keep on running this up until we get caught. Like now, nothing. The freebie, the free type. Just let me put the tip in. Come on, I'm mad at you for that. I'm not even mad at you for the others. I'm mad at you for that. Letting a man get over on you and you not getting a percentage, $66,000 from the store, which means he took it. He probably made $200,000.
Okay. And what do you have to do to get tax exempt?
I override it. I have to override the tax exempt.
And do you override it?
Yes, sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay. But he shows you on his card that he's taxed.
Well, when you scan it, it will show you a prompt that says tax exempt.
Okay. And what causes that to pop up is what I'm trying to understand is how is it entered in the system that he?
Yes, in his system underneath his membership, there's like a certain certificate that they have to bring in, that they have to put in for him to have tax exempt.
Okay. Did he ever tell you he was reselling this stuff?
Not that I know of, no.
You never recall him telling you what he did with the products?
No.
And what did you think when he was coming in 2-3 times a day?
That's what I thought, like he was reselling, so I was like, okay, because I've seen people here multiple times, out of the day, all the time.
And do you know, like, he never asked you what days you work?
No.
Okay.
But I have literally like a consistent schedule, so I'm here.
You work the same days each week? Okay, and what days are those?
Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
I mean Sunday, Tuesday. I'm off Saturday.
Okay. So walk me through exactly what took place today.
Today?
Yeah, this morning.
I mean, he came in, I know he went to membership to return something, and then maybe 20 minutes later he came back to my line, and I just did what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, what I do?
Step by step, like I don't understand any of it.
I scan his card, and then I scan all of his items, and then...
Sir, you're being hella annoying right now. She done broke this shit down for you a couple times. You don't know none of this because you're not a business owner. You don't know nothing about being tax exempt. You don't know none of this. Like, she already said what she did. The lady even broke it down. She manually enters things. She overrides this and that. We gonna be here for hours. Damn, what you trying to do? Get in on her too? You trying to come through the line in your undetective suit? And get her to do the same thing that you know to play?
And when I'm done with that, he just tells me the prices of his coupons that he has, and then I input them.
Okay. So you don't verify that
She already say she
the
doesn't
amount
do
he's
that?
telling you matches what the product is?
No.
Okay. And so how much was his total today?
Like $40.
Okay. But how much was it before the override coupons?
Like $1,000 something.
Okay. Does that seem a little bit...
He paid $40 on $1,000 worth of product. Boy, got it. Woo.
Okay. I mean, did you realize it was wrong?
Yes.
Okay. And does he know it's wrong? Has he ever said anything to you about it?
No.
Does he know it's wrong, sir?
He's never made any acknowledgement about it?
No.
Okay. And so you say the amounts he does, is it usually around $1,000 or does it vary or how?
Yeah, it's around $1,200.
Okay. So if he comes in 3 times a day, each time it's around $1,000? Okay. Do you know where he's getting the coupons?
I mean, the coupons that he has are mostly BJ's coupons from like the coupon books that we have.
Okay. And what does that mean if they're BJ's coupons?
Like it's from the corporation. The corporation like gives out the coupons.
Okay. All right. And can you use that many coupons?
When you scan them, no. If you scan them, it will limit you to like how many items you have. Like if he has 3 items and he tries to scan 4 coupons, then that 4th coupon won't go.
Okay. And what happens then? So say you try to scan the 4th. What do you have to do to make? If you wanted to input that?
I have to just put it in manually.
And how do you do that?
If he's on self-checkout, then I just go all the way to the end and I scan it I scan my override card, and then I put in the price, and then it will come off as a coupon.
Okay, and so like today, when you did an override, correct? And the amount you put in, he told you the amount to put in? Okay. All right.
But I know you said when you told him that you were just scared, you didn't know what to do. He never threatened you or anything. I
just felt uncomfortable.
You felt uncomfortable?
Yeah.
But when he came to your register, you pretty much know what you were going to do.
Yeah, because it's just like a routine.
It's routine. Okay. Today, when he was at your register and he's passing you the coupons, were you just putting the numbers in this time? He wasn't telling you today, though, right? Like you just knew how much to take off of the.
No, he tells me like how many. Like he'll tell me like $90 or $60.
So what is he doing today on the video? He's passing you.
Like the stacks of the coupons.
And then what is he saying? 90.
Yes.
Tell me. Tell me how he does.
Yeah, that's what he does. He just stacks them and he goes 90, 60, 24 or whatever.
And what were the coupons for? Like $1 off.
Yeah, $1. Sometimes they're $7, $8.
Okay. But he was telling you today what to put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does he tell you every time what to put in?
Yes.
Do you collect the coupons?
Yeah, I mean, when at self-checkout, they throw them in the box.
Okay.
And then if it's at a register, I put them in the pouch.
Okay.
Have you ever told anybody about this? Like a friend, family, any coworker about it? No? And what does the policy say for something like this here? Like, is there a policy about the coupons and putting manufacturing what you can and cannot do?
I mean, all as I know is it's just one item one coupon per item.
These two officers looking, I don't know what else to ask. Man, shout out to this lady, okay? Because this is a person, if you're going to go do a crime, you want to take her. She didn't tell her bosses. She didn't tell her family. She didn't even ask the man's name. You know what I'm saying? That might be the person I want to go do some crime with if I thought about being a criminal, which I would never think about being a criminal. I want the legality of the money. I don't want to walk and look over my shoulder every day. I don't. I'm just saying. She didn't say nothing. She went home. She said she likes routines. It fell into a routine. That's what she did. Okay? That's it. She went home. She did what she did. She came to work. She saw him, routine. But it was just routine. Some people fall into that, especially if you're being a cashier and you don't have no life. You don't got no whatever. I'm just saying. She didn't tell nobody. Okay? She didn't tell nobody.
And so, the reason to continue doing it, or that you kept doing it since November, what was that? I'm trying to understand.
I didn't really have a reason. It's just I didn't know how to approach my managers about it.
Okay. Like, I mean, if you saw him coming to the register, could you not?
I mean, sometimes when he would come in, I would try to make myself busy so I wouldn't have to help him.
Okay. And
She's just awkward, that's all.
Happen if you went to your manager?
I would get fired and I kind of need this job for school.
Okay. All right.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
Honestly, truthfully, since we already know you've been doing it with this guy, have you done it with anybody else? Family, friends, co-workers? No?
I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Not that I know.
Because I'm trying to understand how you came up, how you came up with doing this so many at a time. I don't know if you saw someone else doing it, or you just did it.
I just did it.
Okay.
She's smarter than
Did he
you guys,
indicate
that's all.
to you to do this? Did he tell you how to do this? Did he have an idea that you could do this?
No, it's like when you work self-checkout, you know what to do for certain things. For like coupons, like you have to override it, so you have to have your card to do it.
Okay. So the very first time you met him, he approached you and asked you to help him with his coupons.
Mm-hmm.
Did he go into detail about that, what that meant? So you just automatically
Oh my God, bro.
started giving him the discounts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
Did you ever think that this would come back?
Yeah, I knew it was going to come back eventually, but
You still couldn't say no?
Well, what made you say yes the first time? What made you do it the first time?
the first time I thought he was just a regular customer, that he just needed help with coupons, that's all.
But why give him the extra the first time? If you did the overrides on the first transaction, the first time you did it, where you gave him, did he tell you the amounts the first time?
Yes, he always tells me that.
Okay, so how did he know you would do that?
Honestly.
Sir, you have to go get him. Damn. I don't like you. Go you asking. She said she didn't talk to the man. She didn't even ask his name. You know who he is. Go grab him. Hey, sir, how did you know she would do that? What gave you the balls? What gave you the nutsackery to go ask this woman, I need you to override? What? Damn, you asking this woman, you can just tell she don't want no trouble. She ain't with the drama. Nothing. I could just look at her and tell. You can look at somebody like, man, I might be able to get them to do that. She's one of them. You're a fucking detective. What are we doing here? You and your partner. I'm losing my shit, man. Maybe this is how I personally feel, okay? I feel like a lot of these questions are
made you do it. I mean, if you didn't, that's the very first time. There's no, I mean, you could have easily said, no, what made you do that? What made you feel the need to do that?
Maybe just to get him out. It was probably like a busy day, and I just wanted everyone to be out.
Alright. I think that's all that I had. Raise your right hand. Swear or affirm that everything is true?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
What the fuck are you guys doing, bro?
Yep. Here we go. Got 15. Sir?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to go home and take a nap.
I just will need a second set. Justice, stand up for me.
Do you have that?
I put them on.
I'm gonna pat you down. Do you have anything that's gonna poke or stick me?
No.
No?
I mean, other than this, probably. I might
Baby, I'm gonna come get you out. Okay?
Nothing
This
wrong
is I
with
don't
it.
like this. I don't like
Found in
this.
my house. I have my keys downstairs.
Where are they?
They're on register 7.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll get like your house keys and stuff.
Yeah, my car keys.
Yeah.
Can you just turn around for me?
Yep.
Alright.
What we'll do is we'll get all your property.
Let's examine the constitutional framework. Before the custodial interview began, Detective Leitner administered a complete Miranda warning covering the right to remain silent, the right to counsel, and the right to appointed counsel if unable to afford one. The Supreme Court in Miranda versus Arizona established that no custodial interrogation may proceed until these rights are conveyed, and the subject knowingly and voluntarily waives them. Custody, for Miranda purposes, is defined in Berkemer versus McCarty as any situation where a reasonable person would not feel free to terminate the encounter and leave. At this point in the encounter, 2 uniformed officers, a private back office, and an explicit investigative framing the subject was unambiguously in custody. Miranda attached. The advisement was required. The detective's delivery was complete and accurate. The subject acknowledged understanding. No invocation of rights occurred. The waiver was implicit and valid under established precedent. Before substantive questioning had begun, the subject stated, unprompted, that she was basically going to be charged for fraud, or assisting a fraud, and that she had helped someone basically steal from BJ's. This spontaneous statement carries significant evidentiary weight. Under Florida's evidence code, spontaneous admissions made without interrogation pressure are generally admissible and nearly impossible to suppress on Miranda grounds. The Supreme Court in Colorado versus Connolly held that voluntariness is evaluated under the totality of the circumstances, examining whether coercive police conduct caused the statement. No coercive tactics were documented in this footage. The interrogation was conversational, methodical, and non-threatening. The resulting statements meet the voluntariness threshold. Florida statute, section 812.014 defines theft as knowingly obtaining property with intent to deprive the owner of it. At $66,000, this constitutes a first-degree felony, carrying up to 30 years imprisonment. The subject's admission that she understood her conduct was wrong directly satisfies the mens rea requirement, the element of criminal intent. Her statement, I just didn't know how to approach it, eliminates any good faith or mistake of policy defense. Under Florida statute section 777.011, the principal statute, any person who aids, abets, counsels, or procures the commission of a felony is punishable as a principal to the same extent as if they had committed the offense themselves. The cashier's repeated manual overrides across dozens of transactions, spanning 6 months, with acknowledged knowledge of their illegality. Satisfy every element of principal liability. She was not a passive bystander. She was an active participant. A separate line of exposure applies to the male club member. His use of a tax-exempt membership account, combined with bulk purchases of resaleable merchandise and explicit instruction to the cashier on dollar amounts to enter, points toward a structured scheme of deception. Florida statute, section 817.034. The Florida Communications Fraud Act targets any organized scheme to defraud involving intentional misrepresentation for financial gain. If the member directed the scheme from its inception, his exposure likely exceeds the cashier's. The case also exposes a significant internal controls failure at BJ's. The exception-based reporting system failed to flag the fraud for 6 months because the cashier processed overrides as a tender-type entry, rather than a standard coupon tender, a classification gap that masked the anomaly from automated detection. No physical reconciliation of coupon totals at end of shift existed. The fraud was ultimately detected not by the store's own systems, but by corporate finance during routine reconciliation. A reactive discovery, not a proactive control. Detective Leitner receives a B+. The Miranda advisement was complete and properly executed. The interrogation technique was professional, building rapport. Before confronting the central allegation, producing a legally credible recorded confession without coercive tactics. Minor deductions apply for the initial structural ambiguity around whether the case would remain at patrol level or escalate to a detective, and for the absence of a formalized, parallel investigative plan for the male member. The cashier receives a C. She cooperated fully and acknowledged wrongdoing without deflection, conduct that likely contributed to her reduced sentence. However, this cooperation followed 6 months of deliberate, knowing participation in a felony fraud scheme. Her decision not to invoke her Fifth Amendment right to counsel, before speaking while legally permissible, resulted in a comprehensive, recorded admission covering every element of the prosecution's case. That choice, whatever its motivation, was legally consequential. VJ's Wholesale Club Loss Prevention receives a B. The decision to defer the custodial interview to law enforcement rather than conducting an internal interview was legally correct and preserved the admissibility of the resulting statements. However, the 6-month detection gap represents a material, internal controls failure. A system that cannot identify a single employee conducting hundreds of identical fraudulent overrides over half a year requires fundamental revision, not incremental adjustment. 3 lessons emerge from this case. First, access controls are only as strong as their audit trails. Employee override functions require real-time exception monitoring, not retrospective reconciliation. Second, the Miranda warning is not a formality. It is the constitutional gateway to a usable confession. A single omission, a missed element, an ambiguous waiver, can render an otherwise solid admission inadmissible at trial. Third, principal liability under Florida law is expansive. An employee who facilitates a customer's fraud, even without personal financial gain, faces the same criminal exposure as the person who engineered the scheme. Silence and inaction, when coupled with ongoing participation, are not defenses. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't...
I need you guys to tap in the comment section, because I don't know how my people are going to feel. I'm on the fence about this one. I know what's wrong as 2 left shoes. I know it. Okay, people, I know it. Okay? It was wrong. It was wrong, man. It was wrong. But you could look at a person and you could tell, like, they, like, no self-worth, just moping around through life, just going to her job, just creating a routine, that she fell into some shit that she didn't go looking for it. Yeah, she's grown. She should have knew better, and she did. She said she knew better. Eventually, she knew she was going to get caught, but, oh, well, it's just a routine. You know what I'm saying? So I know she was wrong, but I feel bad for her. I'm not going to lie, because the man approached her. I hope, where's the man? Why can't we get what happened to the man? Because he's the one that was the mastermind, the whole shittery. So she defrauded out of $66,000, and so did he. Even though he got the $66,000, bro, he got all of that shit. And plus, on the back end from going, he probably was selling taxes him. Oh, yeah, all that medicine, $1,000 a day, 2 or 3 times a day, stop it. It wasn't for him. He was selling that shit. Okay? We probably bought some of that on Amazon or something, or TikTok. I don't know. But he was selling it. Why don't we get to see that? You tell me you guys can go after him? There's no way. There's no way. I think at the end of the day, this is something that, at the end of the day, helped this company avoid something bigger down the line. You feel me? Like, this was a fault in you guys' system. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? You know what? We're going to take accountability. This is a flaw, man. This could have went all the way left. Somebody really could have got us for, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to, you know, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, man. Listen, I just feel a certain way. I feel bad for her. Maybe I shouldn't feel bad for her because she's a grown-ass adult, and I don't. I'm more mad at the man, and I'm more mad at the officer for the dumbass questions, bro. Just like the same repetitive dumb questions. Then they looking at each other like, "Are we done? Are we done? Are we done yet? What are we? Damn, how long you been a detective? Y'all looking at each other like y'all don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I need my people to get in the comment section. I need to know some of my real people out here that have been through the things, through some things, seen some things. You know what I'm saying? I need to go back with an interaction with you guys. Come like, you know what? That is a good observation. You're right, for sure. I need to do that. And vice versa, right? We can go, that's what we do over here anyway. We go back and forth, and maybe something I missed you guys picked up, for sure. Because I only see it as the first time when I'm reacting to it. I don't get to watch it and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to dissect this, and then I fully understand. No, sometimes I go through here and I miss a whole lot of shit. Hopefully you guys can pick up something and then get in the comment section and be like, hey, Foosh, you know, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yeah, oh, you right. Okay, that's what we're here for. It was the learning process. This is a learning videos. It's educational for everybody. Just don't do it. Okay, have some self-esteem. Have some self-worth. No, I'm not getting evicted. I'm not losing my job. Sir, who the fuck are you? No, why? And why did you even come up to me and ask me would I do something like that? Do you know me? Do you know my brother, my sister, my mama? Why did you come up to me? I don't know. Get the fuck out of my. Matter of fact, hey, supervisor, he over here asked me, can I help them? You getting kicked out the store, sir. You know what I'm saying? That's what she should have did anyway. She didn't, okay? She didn't, but she should have. Tell down in the comment section, man. Let's talk about it. Let's get the conversation started, man. That's how we avoid problems. That's how we stay out of trouble, man. These videos, we learn from them. We grow from them. We got a couple teachers in the comment section and a part of the family. Show this to your students, okay? Speak up. Speak up. Because if you don't, 30 years, felony. I ain't never been in trouble a day of my life. 30 years? No. Don't fall into that trappery. Don't be a number in the system, man. Speak up. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Don't nobody look at... Man, don't let nobody ever in life look at you like you a fucking big goofy, okay? Man, I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get her big goofy ass do this for me. Boom, boom, boom. Don't ever let nobody look at somebody look at you like that. You go in on them. Go 10 times on them. Go crazy. Go, man, listen, do it the legal way type too. Get down in the conversation. Let's talk about it. We gotta keep running it up. Hope I see you guys on Twitch tonight. You know what I'm saying? Come tap in. We need 100 of our people in there because we go crazy. It's the midnight hour. It's like this is our main house, and then the Twitchery is our tree house, and we go up there after midnight, and anything can happen. Anything does happen. Anything can be said. Anything does. A whole lot of celery going down. That makes sense. I know it makes sense to my people because we know the ERY. Whole lot of ERY shit going down. I put that shit on everything. It's a boy food. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. I'm out this. Gone.